hurricanes actually form in the different months in October. There are just about as many as August. We think of August as the active month and October not so active, but one thing we do get is that we have these cold fronts which often protect us, from anything that might be in the Gulf or coming our way. And happy to say at this point there is nothing like that. We have no tropical systems here, and even Ian, as I was showing you, is pretty much just about dissipated over Virginia right now. And heading into tonight, we just get this lovely fall weather. So happy. Of course, in October, even into November, hurricanes can happen. Of course, we all remember Zeta just before Halloween a couple of years ago. But at this point, nothing coming toward us. And October for us, really isn't our most active month as far as landfalls go here. Temperatures right now, look at this, upper 50s north of the lake, and we have 60 south, still 71 though at Kenner. A nice, quiet, clear night. Still a little breezy along the lakefront, but other spots are almost calm now. And just like we were expecting this weekend, our winds have definitely decreased compared to last week where it was breezy. We had Ian on one side of us. We had a big, strong high on the other side, and that created a lot of wind, but we're not seeing that setup as much anymore. I'll show you what to expect in a minute, but tonight, lower 50s north of the lake, lower 60s south of Lake Pontchartrain, so great feel, clear skies, and then tomorrow during the day, we may warm up just a couple degrees compared to today. So today we hit about 82. Tomorrow we may hit 83 or 84, so just a little warmer, lots of sun. Overall, a very pleasant Sunday. Winds from the north, 5 to 10 or so miles per hour. And here's your fried chicken festival. I was out there earlier today, and everybody who came by the WWL tent said, wow, thank you for this weather. We have great weather, and I totally agree. It'll be just a touch warmer tomorrow. Really not much of a difference, just maybe 2 degrees, as I was saying. And I would definitely suggest sunscreen. A few people came by and said, oh, I forgot sunscreen because I was out and about earlier, but you could see that we have lots of sun expected tomorrow. Very little cloud cover, temperatures zooming up pretty fast into the lower and middle 80s, and then a very comfortable Sunday evening in the 70s. Now, our upper pattern this week, here's the low, which is Ian, of course, and then we have high pressure just out to the west. And note that Ian moves off to the east over the Atlantic. The high kind of hangs here, so we'll be on the fringes of it. So any changes we see will be pretty subtle. Maybe a couple clouds by the end of the middle of the week. Our humidity rising a touch, I think, by Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll be warming up just another degree or two. We'll notice it in the mornings and the afternoons, but we're not talking 90s. So really, we're just getting to rather average weather. Average highs right now are 85. That's kind of where we'll be by the middle and end of the week, with another cold front on the way for Friday, roughly a week away. So our high temperature trend, again, that normal high or average high, averaging the 30 years past, you can see is 85, and we'll be right close to that over the next several days. Friday, we may edge up just a little bit, and then I have us by Saturday down into the 70s. So we will see. The models right now are pretty optimistic about bringing us a nice cool down for next weekend, talking about highs in the 70s, lows on the cooler side too. One more time at post-tropical Ian, another look at that. Again, the rain, really not much going on anymore, and this is kind of course, mountainous areas, but we're not seeing any really high winds any longer. We're not seeing any more really heavy rain, although there is light to moderate rain continuing there. Now, the only other spot highlighted at this point is a wave coming off of Africa. Low chance of developing in 2 days, but in the next 5 days, there's now a high chance of development into a depression, maybe a tropical storm. We'll see, but it looks like it'll kind of take this more northern path and probably not get into our part of the ocean. We'll see, we'll track it, but super far out, far away from us right now. And at this point, looks like it might stay out over open waters, maybe even on the other side of the Atlantic. So there's your 7-day forecast. Those temperatures, again, just edging up a little bit through the week. Not any sort of huge change coming, just a kind of tranquil and quiet week of weather ahead on this first week of October. And then hopefully that front moves in Friday to cool us down a little for next weekend too.
Yeah, we